Of his speech as he talks about his position, Israel's position regarding a ceasefire. That's next here on Jim Franklin Live.
Man, they don't even look when they're going. Damn. Rude
Every
out
40
here.
seconds, a child is reported
Damn.
missing. Find the Children is a
Fucking
nonprofit
rude here.
organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-775-5622.
This sticks out way too
You'll
far
receive
back.
the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-775-5622. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-775-5622.
Oh.
This advertisement was paid for by Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Want to know how to get the same cell coverage for up to half the cost? Well, instead of spending a fortune building and maintaining their own cell phone towers, Consumer Cellular just pays to use the same towers as the largest carriers and passes the savings on to you.
He better not be using the bathroom.
Consumer Cellular. Freedom calls
And yet he
your care.
is.
Call us at
Gross.
1-888-FREEDOM.
Ugh.
That's the cost
That's
savings
a
for
black
cost
guy
of Consumer
too.
Cellular single line
Ugh.
5 GB data plan with unlimited talk and
Gross.
text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plan offered by T-Mobile and Verizon in May
Probably.
2023.
I don't know how they are allowed to do that.
Everyone
Everyone else will get in trouble for it.
Solar right now.
Huh,
I've
for
had
doing
solar
the
on my
same
last 4 or
thing.
5 homes. I need
Don't know
Planet
why
Solar
they get
right
away
now
with
because
a
this
lot.
is the truth.
In
when I
reality,
tell
they
you.
do get
And I
away
got a
with
video,
too much.
A relatively new structure. I got a PG&E bill for $1,164. My average bill has been about $450. What in the you know what has happened? And I hear this quite often from some of you. Your solar company has gone out of business. Then you best call Planet Solar immediately to find out about service options. If your lease is coming to an end, call Planet Solar. They'll tell you what's going on openly and thoroughly. They have options for you. And if your power bill has gone up recently, call Planet Solar and find out about adding more panels to help you out. Please click planetsolar.com or call the official Ray Appleton Planet Solar hotline at 559-228-9245.
License 938.
Yeah, I'm not eat there. I'm not.
Worst air quality in the nation.
Worst air? Where?
Right here. Dust, smoke, pollution, pollen. And the air inside is even worse. All that nastiness is suffocating your home comfort, making it work harder and die sooner.
System or people it serves?
Exactly. Which is why you need
Stop
to change
right there.
filters
You're
every
not
month.
supposed to at all.
month?
But I have a better solution. Shaw's Fresh Airification.
Fresh airification.
No dust, no pollen, no mold, no smoke. Just the cleanest, freshest, genuine, pure air you'll ever breathe. Fresh airification even removes nasty viruses and bacteria. Once we fresh airificationate your home comfort system, you never have to change the air filter.
Never, ever.
We'll do it with your annual home comfort refresh. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Annette with Shaw's Home Comfort, and we're honored to serve you. Fresh airification. Hey Jen, sorry I'm late. I had to stop for gas. Yeah, I can't believe how much it costs for gas now. I know, everyone's still talking about how much gas is, but I never pay full price. I just use the free Upside app, and I get charged back for every gallon of gas I buy. Wait a minute. Do you think you actually get paid real cash when you buy gas with the Upside app? Yeah. I earn back up to 25 cents a gallon every time I buy gas. What? That sounds like it could really add up. It sure does. I've made over $300 already. Wow, that's serious extra money. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CAR30 for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back in your first fill up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account through PayPal or an e-gift card. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CAR30 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus in your first tank. That's code CAR30 for 25 cents per gallon cash back in your first fill up. Cash back is not available in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Now back to Jim Franklin Live.
34 minutes after the hour. Thanks again for joining us. I'm playing for you a speech that the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, gave this last week. It was, I won't say a press conference, but basically he had written an article for the Wall Street Journal talking about the position that Israel was taking concerning civilization and barbarianism and the difference, and why
100%. And hopefully before this program is over today, you're going to understand it a little bit better. Let me go back now to the speech where, again, Prime Minister Netanyahu was talking about why a ceasefire will not work.
He's making clear that the use of human shields is not only an immoral tactic of terror, but also an ineffective one. Because as long as Hamas uses Palestinian human shields, resulting in the international community playing against them, Hamas will continue to use them as a tool of terror, and so will others. Hamas will continue to use the basements in Gaza's hospitals as the command post of its vast terror cover network. It will continue to use mosques as fortified military positions and weapon depots. It will continue to steal fuel and humanitarian assistance for human facilities. While Israel is doing everything to get Palestinian civilians out of harm's way, Hamas is doing everything to keep Palestinian civilians in harm's way.
By the rhetoric that we are hearing today, we got to have a ceasefire. We got to have a ceasefire. If they allow that to happen, then you're emboldening Hamas. You're telling them that their tactics are working. Well, then we're going to hide behind more hostages, and thus putting more individuals in harm's way. The Prime Minister is exactly right.
Israel urges Palestinian civilians to leave the areas of armed conflict. Hamas prevents those civilians from leaving those areas at gunpoint. Hamas is also preventing foreign nationals from leaving Gaza altogether. And most despicably, Hamas is holding over 200 Israeli hostages, including 33 children, all women, terrorizing, keeping them as hostages.
Now, if that's not barbaric, I don't know. And in my opinion, we're not talking enough about the hostages. I don't hear that enough on the mainstream. Matter of fact, when people put up posters of the hostages reminding people that they have been kidnapped, the left wants to take that down. They don't want to see that, because if it's up there, they've got to talk about it. Now tell me what's civilized about taking hostages. Tell me what's civilized about holding women and children, innocent children, as hostages. That's what Hamas has done. How can you justify, the actions of October the 7th, the atrocities that took place, but then how can you in any way justify talking about it in any type of civilized manner when they are holding women and children, the elderly, kept hostage? And to see what they did to those and how they murdered on the 7th, to hear the stories and see the results of women that were raped, men that were beaten, that had their heads cut off. Do you think that these men, women, and children that are being held hostage, these citizens of Israel and from America too, we have our citizens that are being held? Why are we not doing everything that we can? And I understand. I talked to a former FBI agent this week, and he said, yeah, there's some things that are happening that obviously are not going to be on the news. But why are we not talking about it? How many of you remember the days of Jimmy Carter when there we had a hostage situation? And Nightline was birthed. That nighttime news program came out of that, where we had a countdown every day of how many days that our citizens have been held hostage. And you don't even hear it today. And we have citizens that are being held hostage there, along with hundreds, over 200 Israelis that have been held hostage. The Prime Minister said,
every civilized nation should stand with Israel in demanding that these hostages be freed immediately and freed unconditionally. I want to make clear Israel's position regarding the ceasefire. Just as the United States would not agree to a ceasefire after the bombing of Pearl Harbor or after the terrorist attack of 9/11, Israel will not agree to a cessation of hostilities with Hamas after the horrific attacks of October 7th. Calls for a ceasefire are calls for Israel to surrender to Hamas, to surrender to terrorism, to surrender to barbarism. That will not happen. Ladies and gentlemen, the
The Bible says that there is a time for peace and a time for war. This is a time for war, a war for our common future. Today we draw a line between the forces of civilization and the forces of barbarism. It is a time for everyone to decide where they stand. Israel will stand against the forces of barbarism until victory. I hope and pray that civilized nations everywhere will back this fight. Because Israel's fight is your fight. Because if Hamas and Iran's axis of evil wins, you will be their next target. That's why Israel's victory will be your victory. But make no mistake, regardless of who stands with Israel, Israel will fight until this battle is won. And Israel will prevail. May God bless Israel. And may God bless all those who stand with Israel.
He made the statement where he said, I hope and pray that civilized nations everywhere will back this fight because Israel's fight is your fight. If Hamas and Iran's axis of evil win, you will be their next target. We know that. We've seen that, 9/11. We know that. Do you think, and I'll go back to what I said, I don't think there's any way that Israel is going to lose. But if they were to surrender, if they were to give up, if they were to concede to Hamas or Hezbollah or Iran, how much more would these radicals be emboldened to do even more? And who are they going to come after next? Remember, Israel is the little Satan. That's what they refer to them as. You know who the big Satan is? The one that they believe that is the one that's pulling the strings for Israel, is causing all this happen. That's right. It's you and it's me. That's why Israel's fight is our fight. Their victory is our victory.
Getting to the truth of the matter. Jim Franklin will be right back.
This is the lunch rush at your local deli. Orders are flying in. Online, on the phone, and in person. Order for Nick. So is it possible that fast internet can help your business outrun the rush? It is with Comcast Business. Up-leveling your speed with gig speed Wi-Fi, powering all your devices, and fast downloads and uploads, powered by the next generation 10G network. With Comcast Business, next level speed isn't just possible, it's happening. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speed and advanced security for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get an $800 prepaid card with a qualifying internet bundle. Call or go online to learn more. Ends 11/12/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payment. New 50 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and compatible router.
Thanks to your product, I've lost 65 pounds. Yeah, I've been using your product since 2017. Used to weigh 245 pounds, so I'm very happy being under 200 pounds. It gives me energy, and I was taking since day one the Andrew 400 Max. It helped me lose the fat. I mean, really, really fast. In 3 months, I lost 65 pounds. I'm 63 years old, and I'm very happy with the product.
Congratulations, Antonio, on losing 65 pounds in 3 months and keeping that belly fat off for over 6 years with Andro 400 Max. Guys, if you're looking for a great way to lose belly fat, gain energy, and improve your mood, then Andro 400 Max is for you. Andro 400 is safe and natural and helps men like Antonio not only reach their weight loss goals, but also help keep that belly fat off for good. So kickstart your goals today. Go to andro400.com and get free shipping and discounts only on andro400.com. That's andro400.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-555-1509. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-555-1509. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-555-1509. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-555-1509, 800-555-1509, or biglou.com.
This weather is amazing. I love being outside.
Last time I mowed the lawn, I got burned.
Ouch, you've got to watch out for too much sun. Anytime you tan or burn, you've increased your risk of skin cancer.
What are you talking about?
Anytime your skin changes color after sun exposure, you've increased your risk of skin cancer.
Really?
Yes, the next time you're out, plan ahead. Wear long sleeves if you can, or at least a shirt. Then use a broad spectrum sunscreen of SPF 15 or higher, anywhere that's not covered. And don't forget a wide brimmed hat.
A wide brimmed hat? Seriously?
Yeah, it'll keep the sun off your ears and neck. But if you do wear a ball cap, make sure you've got sunscreen on exposed skin.
Okay, now I know. I'll start planning to protect my skin every time I'm outside.
Learn more at cdc.gov/cancer.
So I played for you what the Prime Minister of Israel had said. Again, that's on the other side of the world. We are just seeing this through the lenses of Fox News, CNN, whatever other news agency that you watch, Western news agency. But understand, there is a battle that's going on for public perception there in the Middle East. And if you don't believe that what I've said about the desire of radical Islam to destroy Israel, then let me just read for you the transcript from an interview that was done in Lebanon on their television station there, LBC TV. And this was an interview with Ghazi Hamad of the Hamas Political Bureau. Yeah, remember, they are the ruling power in Gaza. They are the elected officials in Gaza. And so they're going about and spewing to that world all of their rhetoric. And they're not ashamed of it. They're not backing down from it. They're not being, quote, politically correct. So let me read to you now some of the things that he said. This, again, is a Hamas official on a television station there in Lebanon. He said, quote, Israel is a country that has no place on our land. We must remove that country because it constitutes a security, military, and political catastrophe to the Arab and Islamic nation and must be finished. We are not ashamed to say this with full force. They want Israel finished. They don't want Israel to be there. But again, they shout from the river to the sea, that's Israel. They want Israel gone. Now, who's in Israel? The Jewish people. They want the Jews gone. Hour number 2, I'm going to talk about that. The rise of anti-Semitism, it is unbelievable. Let me get back now to what this Hamas official said. There's something else he said, quote, we must teach Israel a lesson, and we will do this again and again. The massacre, my words, not his, they call it the Holocaust flood. That's what took place on October the 7th. He said that is just the first time, and there will be a second, and a third, a fourth, because we have the determination, the resolve, and the capabilities to fight. Now, I want you to think about that statement. This is not some rogue individual. This is an official with Hamas. He is the head of the Hamas Political Bureau. And he says about the massacre of October the 7th, where thousands was killed, slaughtered. We've described it for you on the program. He said, oh yes, We'll do that again. No remorse. No, well, no, we shouldn't have killed the babies. We should have beheaded the individuals.